Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Kanagawa. Kanagawa is a game published by Bruno Catala and Charles Chevalier, I don't know how you say it. Chevalier. Sorry, I'm not good with names. Plays 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes, and for ages 10 plus. That's it. And look at this box. That's gorgeous. We'll get back to that. And effectively what you're doing in this game is, let's see if there's theme in the book. There's probably some theme. 1840 in Kanagawa, the Great Bay of Tokyo, the Master Hokusai decided to open a painting school to share his art with his disciples. You are one of these disciples. And more than anything, you want to prove yourself worthy of the crazy old artist. Follow his teachings to expand your studio and paint your preferred subjects, trees, animals, characters, and buildings. All the while paying attention to the changing of seasons in order to make the most harmonious print. The one that will become the work of your lifetime. So that's the theme. And that's effectively what you're doing. You are collecting, you're going to be drafting cards from this board, trying to paint certain types of pictures that have your season to ultimately score some gold cards based on what the artist is looking for. Maybe certain types of animals, a certain number of trees, certain different types of terrain, and all that kind of thing. And that's it. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go down the table. Check it out.
Come on, play the game.
All right, so here's a game of Kanagawa, all set up for 2 players. So to set up, you're going to roll out the board here, shuffle all the cards, and in a 2-player game, we're only going to be using these columns, which is why the cards are sitting there. Set out all the diplomas accordingly, based on the numbers from ascending to highest, however, descending to ascending, whatever you want to do. Give each player 2 brushes, which are these cool little bits here, and 1 starting tile. And 1 player will get the first player pawn and the assistant, and we're ready to go. All right. So the way this game works is we are trying to build a panorama. So paint a panorama. We're trying to get the season that matches our season, as many as we can, because it's worth extra points. We're trying to get cards that are worth points. We're trying to expand our studio to get special abilities so we can have more types of terrain to be able to paint. All right. So let's go ahead and walk through this. So first thing that happens is the first player is going to flip 2 cards. Then they're going to decide if they want to take any of these cards or they're going to pass. So I think they're going to pass. Comes to this player, and they decide, they're going to pass. So then it comes back to this player. They will go here. And I think this player is going to take these. All right. And they're going to paint this one. So when you paint, it needs 1 paintbrush on that icon, which I can do there. Then I'll take this and slide this under here, which is not going to work that well. And then this is now 1 painting in my panorama. I'm trying to get 11 to end the game. You can have more, but 11 ends the game. And I have 2 consecutive of my season, which is good with extra points. And this is where the point. And now this paintbrush is here until I use an arrow to move it later. And then this one, I can either paint it if I had another space to do green, or in this case, I'm going to add it to my studio, and it's going to give me more options to move my brushes. All right, done. Now back to this player. Do they want to take those cards? They do not. So they'll flip 1 more. Dang, man. All right, so I think I want to take these. I'm going to do this. We're going to put this one down here. We're going to paint this one because it needs a blue, so I'll put that there. Put this here. And then we're going to, I can't paint this one, so this is going to have to come over here in my studio. All right. And that is the end of round 1. This player is still first player because nobody is taking it from them, I believe. Let me make sure. I don't know if what we did. The player with the assistant pawn takes the... Yes. Yeah. So as long as you have the assistant pawn, you are first player. So they're up again. They'll flip 2 cards. And then they will get to decide if they want to take it. They do not want those. They will take that, actually, I think. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and take it. So they're going to take this column. They're going to be able to paint it. They can use this one right here. Now they have 2 paintings. They have 2 consecutive seasons now, which is good. Back to this player. They're going to flip another card. Nope. They're going to flip this card. Nope. Alright, so they're going to take these. They can't paint anything, man. Yes, they can. Alright. So we're going to do... Put this one down here. This one down here. Gives them a green. They're going to use this for a green. They're going to paint this picture. Needs 1 green. And then this one will go down here. And they will become the first player. They're already the first player. But it's also worth a point. Alright. Done. Now they're going to look up here, see if they've met any diplomas. And let's see. They do not have any diplomas. So on your turn, you're trying to meet these diplomas as well. So first player to get 2 of the same terrain types, 3 of the same, 4 of the same. You can take that, get extra points. 2 different people, 3 different people, 3 of the same people. People are painted on the tiles. 3 brushes, 4 brushes, 2 arrows, 3 arrows. That's these arrows right here. Certain combination of animals. There's 1 with 2, 2 with 2, 1 with 3. 2 with different buildings, 3 different buildings, 4 different buildings, 3 trees, 4 trees, 5 trees. All right. So that's what we're trying to do. We'll do one more round. This player's still first. The picture on the back of the tile tells you what's going to be on it of some sort. All right, so we have a person and an animal. I think this player is going to pass, but this player is going to take this one, and they're going to paint it because they're already on a blue, and that's going to let them complete. Oh dang! It's not a person; it's an animal. That's fine. They're still good. They're done. They can't complete anything because they don't have the right combination of stuff. But that's fine. Back to this player. They will flip. They'll flip one more. All right, so they'll take these. So they will put this one down here. Gives them the first player marker, which is this one. Then they're going to use this arrow here, and they're going to move this one and paint this person. And then they're also going to paint this animal because it needs a blue as well. Now they have 2 different people. They're going to claim this diploma, but they're giving up on the other ones. They're just going to be done. They take this diploma. They get three points at the end of the game. They have 2 different people. Done. And that's how the game's going to play. You're going to keep going like that until someone has met the 11 painting threshold or the deck runs out. And then you're going to score. Let me look at this because I'm going to mess up the scoring. You get 1 point per card in your print. So these paintings here. You get 1 point per lesson in your longest sequence of identical seasons. So if I look at here, I would have 2 here. They would have 2. So that's the bonus. That's the longest section there. Points on the lesson cards. So I get points for that. You get points for in your studio. Points on your diploma tiles. And 2 points if you're the first player at the end of the game. And that is it. Also, if you get a diploma that gives you one of these weather tiles, you could put that there. It makes it a wild. So now I would have a continuous 4 section of this, which gives me extra points, which is cool. So that's basically it. That's how you play Kanagawa. Let's go to the top. See what you think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was Kanagawa. So let's look at the components of this bad boy. First, like I mentioned earlier, that box is gorgeous. I love the art on this. The artist is Jade Mosh. Amazing art. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Now, let's look at some of the cards before we get into the rest of it. It looks like watercolor paintings, which I think is awesome. These are multi-use cards, so they can be used one way or another. The graphic design is really cool. Everything is really clear what it is. The pictures are nice. That's a butterfly. Nice pagoda building. This person here. Love it. Love the way that the cards look. The art is amazing. Now let's look at the components. The components are even better. This board is like a sushi mat. It rolls up, fits in the box. Little bamboo board. That is amazing. Tells you which cards go face up and face down, which I didn't show you correctly in the run through on these dark spaces. They're supposed to be face down cards. That's my bad. I just kind of want to show you how the game works. So there's a little bit of randomness when you're trying to pick some cards. The Grand Master pawn is awesome. This little first player pawn is really slick, but this is the crowning. These paintbrushes are fantastic and I love them. Completely unnecessary. It could be a disc, but those are amazing. So components are top notch. It's yellow. It should be no surprise. I don't think I mentioned who published it before, but it's yellow. It's fantastic components. Gameplay is fun. It's fast. It's easy. And it's just a good time. And it's even more exciting when you actually put the cards face down, like I should have done in the video. But whatever. I'll just kind of show you how the game works. I'll put a note back in the gameplay, so hopefully it'll make sense and, you know, I won't lead you guys astray. But yeah, that is Kanagawa. I'm a big fan. Like this quite a bit. And I'm going to give it a BGM and accept the seal. This is going to get a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches. On an arbitrary wrench scale, that means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy. And that's what I'm going to do. So that is Kanagawa from Yellow. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.